Welcome to the What's Up Amsterdam TV show for the week of, I don't know, what was it, Wednesday, March 25th?
Wednesday, March 25th, my friend.
105th episode of the audio podcast.
That's right.
8th episode of the TV show.
Yes.
Fantastic. Thank you for joining us.
Are you preparing yourself for the Easter season?
No. But my birthday's coming up, so I prepare myself for that.
That's adorable.
Thank you very much.
That's so sweet. Anyway, what's Easter without a little passion, my friend? Right?
Sure.
So here's the Concertgebouw Orchestra. They're doing their thing with Tytor Jan Leusink is going to conduct Bach's St. Matthew Passion at the Concertgebouw. Concertgebouw, do I even need to say it? Finest orchestra in the world.
Best sounding room in the world.
Indeed, the most acoustically sound place on the planet.
Snap your fingers, snap your neck.
That's right. So why don't we listen to a little bit of St. Matthew's Passion right this second.
All right.
Isn't that beautiful?
They're gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
I do love going to the... What? You made a face.
Yeah.
You didn't mean it.
I have zero interest in that.
Oh, I love
have
this
zero
stuff.
interest in that.
I love it, man. Especially, I love the religious music in particular.
I'm down with gospel, without a doubt, but a big chorus of white people all singing at each other with their mouths all... No, not me.
Oh, I'm saddened that you
Sorry.
can't appreciate that. Tytor Jan Leusink conducts Bach St. Matthew's Passion Concertgebouw. That's at Museumplein. Starts at 7:30 p.m.
Cool. All right. Thursday, the 26th of March, Reverie and Loudon are at OT301. This is an underground hip-hop night with 3 acts, Reverie, Starlight, and Merlin Alexander. Tonight is going to be strictly about verbal gymnastics. This is backpack rap, not club rap. You'll see no twerking at all. What we are going to see is a bunch of kids.
So twerking is coming later in the week.
Yeah, it is. It absolutely is. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be absolutely like kids just like staring at the stage, really, really listening. This is rapt attention listening to how these
They're going to be rapped for rap.
I didn't realize that I put that.
You didn't know that you did that,
Look
huh?
at that. Even when I'm not trying, I'm clever.
Huh? But I don't miss nothing, man,
no,
because we are on each other. Like, I don't know, flies on shit?
White on rice.
White on rice?
There you go.
That was actually the one I wanted to say, but the one that came out was flies on shit.
Which is gross.
Sorry, man.
Let's listen to a song called "I'm Still Here" by LA's own Reverie.
Don't want no negative feedback, I don't need that. I'd rather be rolling up trees, enjoying the breeze, cause that's when I feel at ease. I ain't tripping on ease, as we stay looking fly, yo, that's always the stage. Reasoning is distorted, so I sing for it, to be repaired one day, but right now I just can't afford it, cause money can't buy happiness, but even if it could, I doubt I could pay for the luxury with my salary, my caliber be cannon caliber like your catch-22, don't stand a chance tonight. When I'm on the mic, I'm perilous.
So that is Reverie and Loudon at OT301 at 9 p.m. on Thursday the 26th.
She sounds like a conscious Iggy Azalea. She
I
really
would say-
sounds like Iggy Azalea. It's like Iggy Azalea had half a brain.
Well, she's a Latin girl from LA, so she's kind of like actually from someplace that she's allowed to sound like that.
I
Not
see.
like Iggy Azalea, who sounds like Crocodile Dundee when she actually
Are there
speaks.
rules for these things anymore?
You know what? You should probably sound like you when you rap.
Yeah.
I think you should sound like you.
Yeah.
I like people that
the
sound
Beastie
like them.
Boys sounded like themselves.
Beastie Boys
didn't
sounded exactly like themselves.
I get it.
Notorious B.I.G. sounded exactly like himself. Ice Cube sounds exactly like himself. You know, but Iggy Azalea sounds like she's doing the voice that she thinks she's supposed to be doing.
Yes.
That's kind of the issue with that chick.
Right. She needs to get real. She needs to check herself.
She needs to get roll. She needs to get roll. And then also that evening, Daniel Ryan Spalding is at Mixtree, which is also an OT301. He's our stand-up comedy buddy in town. And he's doing he's continuing his comedy onslaught in town. He's playing all over the city. Mixed Tree is the upstairs bar at the OT301, so check that out.
Is there such a thing as a comedy onslaught?
He's probably doing 20 shows in the last 25 days. Like, this dude
Wow,
is on
really?
a tear.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
he's all over the
Okay.
city. He's going to be here in a half hour to do comedy in my living room.
In your living room right
Yeah.
here? That would be so great.
And then starting on Thursday, and starting Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, it is the 10-year anniversary at Pacific Park.
Wow.
So they are hosting a 3-day festival. Why they would give themselves more work on their anniversary is beyond me.
It's strange. They just don't understand this right. It's just like they do it always backwards in the Netherlands.
It seems
If it's your birthday, you bring the cakes here.
what kind of bullshit is
What kind
that?
of bullshit is that?
If it was me, I'd close down for a couple of days.
Exactly.
Take a long weekend.
That's right.
Grab
But that's
everyone.
not how they roll.
No, it is not, sir. 3 days of bands and DJs galore. Breaking Levies, the Strokers, the Jackets, who we heard earlier, Pony Pack, and a kid named Buster, who is a 13-year-old one-man blues prodigy, is playing, and there's tons more. A lot of the bands at the festival are bands that we've played before on this show, and it was really, really hard to pick a song to represent the show, but I did. It's by the Applejacks, and the song is called I'm a Man.
Well, the man on the radio speaks a lot, but I prefer him to shut his mouth. Well, he thinks he knows a lot, but I'd rather hear my own mouth. On the phone, leave me alone. There's not a way to spend my time. She asked me to buy her stuff, but I only paid for mine. I'm sitting in a train, and no seats left. All the seats are taken. An old woman comes in and asks for my chair, but I ain't going nowhere. The traffic jam on my way back home. All the people have to wait, except for me, 'cause I take the emergency lane. Oh, I don't know. No, I don't know, 'cause I am what I am and I do what I do. 'Cause I'm a man, myself. Nobody.
That is the Applejacks. They are part of a 3-day festival going on at the Pacific Park Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It is free before 10 p.m. and afterwards you have to pay a little bit of dough. But that's on you because you didn't think ahead. Because you didn't plan ahead.
Friday, the 27th of March, Theme Prov at the Mesrob. This is what it says. For this Friday, Mesrob assembles an all-star cast of Amsterdam improvisers.
There's a lot of them.
This cannot be bad.
No, it cannot.
New pieces are created on the spot for your enjoyment, never to be repeated. It's Theme Prov at the Mesrob. It starts at 8 p.m. Wilhelmina Pakhuis Famecata 576, 6 for upstairs. Free donations pay the rent.
Free donations pay the rent?
It's
or
free,
comma, donations
pay the rent.
Yeah.
Commas are very important with this.
Also that evening, this is a Friday night, Lagwagon are at Milkveg. Lagwagon were the first band to sign to Fat Records almost 25 years ago, and they are at this point godfathers of the Fat Wreck sound. Double time drums, personal lyrics of heartbreak and political unrest. There isn't a song that their fans
What's
can't
a
sing.
Fat Wreck sound?
Fat Wreck, No Effects. You know the band No Effects?
No.
Jesus, are you the only one? I'll tell you what, I'm going to play Lagwagon in just a minute.
Wait a second, just hold on. Mike, have you ever? No, he's never heard of
Gotta
it.
be
He's
fucking
never heard of it.
kidding me.
He's never heard of it.
Everyone else in the world knows it.
Mike, the cameraman's never heard. Hold on, just wait 1 second. Kathy, the producer, have you ever heard of Fat Wreck? The Fat Wreck? She's never heard of it, Nate.
Fourth wall breaking son of a bitch over here. But yeah, they signed to this label 25 years ago. Even you old motherfuckers should know who at least one of these bands is. The fans of this band will be singing along to every single word. For example, this song, it's called Stoking the Neighbors off of their first album, Trashed.
Friday nights are booked, big nights are bold. Some neighbors want and game is drunk and never helped people too long. In Chris will gladly ride shotgun. You never need seems like fun. Drunk and out of gas, we drive around and flash. They're talking through your there's nothing you can do. He's on the wheel and he's had more than just a few.
See? You recognize that sound.
Man, that's good.
Yeah. So that is Lagwagon. They're playing at Milkveg on Friday the 27th. It is at 7 p.m. And then you remember the scene in Anchorman when Ron Burgundy played jazz flute on fire at that restaurant?
Yes.
There's a band called the Mighty Typhoons playing at the Malo Malo on Friday night at 11 p.m. That sounded an awful lot like that.
Oh, good.
So you have to go to our webpage, WUA Podcast, where I will post a video of it and all the links and information that you need to know. But it's pretty fucking awesome.
That's great.
I'll
man.
be honest with you.
Okay, so here's the thing I've been wanting to talk about all week. Saturday, the 28th of March, and also Sunday, the 29th of March.
Yeah.
It's time for the very, very first edition of the Dutch Comic-Con at the Yarbers in Utrecht. Nate, it is time for you to drag out that Wonder Woman costume that you look so good in.
Thank you so much. You know what? It's not really drag out because I don't really put it away because I wear it so frequently.
Yeah. Oh, God, you look good in that thing.
You should see my
That
invisible
bustier,
lasso.
the way you fill up the bustier.
It puts everything where God intended.
Exactly. Anyway, it's called Dutch Comic Con. This is the event that gives everyone an excuse to finally pull out his Thor hat and that cutesy Sailor Blue outfit without embarrassment. Just like the conventions in the USA, there will be an artist alley with both national and international comic book artists. There'll be national and international writers and other famous personalities from this genre. There will also be a 2-day cosplay contest with amazing prizes.
That is fantastic. They're doing it correct.
Listen to some of these guests that are really cool. First of all, Giancarlo Esposito, better known as Gus Fring
That's awesome.
from Breaking Bad, right?
That's very cool.
The big redheaded guy from Walking Dead is going to be there. Ernie Hudson. Who's that?
Ernie Hudson played Winston Zeddemore in the Ghostbusters.
That's right. Otherwise known as the black guy from Ghostbusters.
No. If there's a paycheck in it, I'll believe anything you say.
Anyway, also, and this is very important. This is the thing I'm most excited about. Christopher Atkins, the beautiful blonde god who wasn't Brooke Shields from Blue Lagoon. Samantha Fox of Touch Me fame is going to be there. Go on. You know you want to sing it, Nate. You know you want to sing it. Touch me. I want to feel your body. Your heart beats next to mine. Touch me now.
She was a 16-year-old page 3 girl.
Which should be illegal.
Is illegal. There's no way that's legal. To look at a 16-year-old's breast in a newspaper, that makes everyone in England a pedophile.
Getting back to Comic-Con, Dutch Comic-Con.
My favorite part of it is that the fact that the Misfits are going to be there.
The Misfits are going to be there.
That's amazing.
Can you believe it?
I can. They sell merchandise at this point.
Yeah?
Like, they're not really a band anymore. They go out and they play and they do rock, but they're not the Misfits of Glenn Danzig. They're the Josie and the Pussycats of punk rock at this point.
That's adorable.
Thank you very much.
That's so cute. And while we're talking about cars, by the way, the Batmobile from the 60s show is going to be there.
Cool.
The DeLorean from Back to the Future
Nice.
is going to be there. I just came in my pants.
You just busted out of your pantaloons, huh?
Just do not miss this opportunity to be part of the Netherlands' biggest convention. I'm going there on the Saturday with my son Lucas, who will be wearing his Attack on Titan cape.
All right. And then that evening, the Memphis Maniacs are at Paradiso. For all intents and purposes, Memphis Maniacs are a cover band. But cover bands don't usually get to play the main room of the Paradiso unless they have a gimmick, right?
Right.
Now, so the gimmick of the Memphis Maniacs is they do live mashups. Why listen to one song when you can listen to 4 songs
At the same
once?
time.
At the same time.
That sounds like a good
You know
time.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll play a little bit of them live from back in 2012 so you can kind of get the idea of what it is that they do.
Okay.
All right?
Eat, sleep, rave, repeat. Hey, Macarena. I can't take it down. Together, decisions of our own. Go.
Doesn't that sound like a great way to spend an evening?
I was skeptical, but it's awesome.
So that is Memphis Maniacs. They are playing at Paradiso on Saturday the 28th at 8:30.
What's happening on Sunday, the 29th of March?
Big Frida is at the Paradiso.
Yay, Big Frida.
Big Frida, the Queen Diva, makes a type of rap music called bounce that
Bounce.
is incredibly specific to New Orleans. It's got beats, rhymes, and samples and all the stuff that you're used to in hip-hop music, except it's incredibly bass-heavy, and it really doesn't rap as much as it is like kind of like keyboard samples.
Yes, that's right. There's a lot.
know?
And there's a lot of. like that. A lot
Let
of
the bass
repetition.
drop. Yes.
Yeah.
It's absolutely totally bonkers. It's all about inclusion and fun and
Yeah.
dancing and shaking your ass
And twerking.
and twerking.
Where does twerking come from? It comes from bounce music in New Orleans.
It's gotta
That's
be.
exact. No,
It's gotta
that's
be.
where it comes from.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I knew what twerking was because I did a story on it. Talked about this a while back.
Right.
I did a story on Big Frida and Katie Red.
Uh-huh.
Like right after the hurricane
Right.
in New Orleans, and those guys were still going. And those guys were just getting going. They were getting really big down there. And everybody was twerking.
Everyone was twerking.
And all the videos they were making, everybody was twerking.
I'm gonna play a song called Duffy.
All
Check it out.
Frida, come on. You got to. She won't round and around, round and around, round and around, and around, round and around, round and around. Duffy, 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 go. Duffy, 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 go. Duffy, ho, go. Duffy, ho, Duffy, 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 ho, go. Duffy, ho, go. Duffy, 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 go. Duffy, 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 go. 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 Duffy, 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 go. Bend over, 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 bend over.
It's so fucking close to Night of Music. I love it. So that's Big Frida. She is playing at Paradiso on Sunday night. It's at 9:30.
If for some reason you're not seeing Big Frida, you can go see Pete Johansson and Felicity Ward at Toomler. This is a viable alternative, folks. This
Yes,
is
it
a
is.
good evening's entertainment. I'm not going to talk that much about Pete Johansson because he's a Facebook friend.
Right.
He's incredibly funny every single time.
Incredibly funny. I love Pete.
He recently went viral with probably the greatest Tinder page ever.
It is pretty funny. So who are you going to talk about?
I'm going to talk about Felicity Ward. I think she's Australian. She is super funny, and she has a tendency to seriously overshare.
Okay. I haven't heard any of her stuff, so I'm kind of looking forward
Pretty
to it.
sure she has irritable bowel syndrome, which is, something I can relate to. So I decided we should play that one.
Overshare.
Yeah,
Here we go.
let's have our overshare.
I actually recently found out that a very common symptom of anxiety is the fear of losing control of your bowel or your bladder. I'm lucky enough to have both. Double winner, don't be jealous. And what happens is the bowel is often referred to, I know this is a sexy subject, the bowel is often referred to as the second brain because it has over 100 million neurons on it, which is as many as there are in the head of a cat, which is obviously incredibly relevant. So what happens is when I'm having an attack, my first brain says, oh, I think I'm about to fill my pants, whereas my second brain says, I am definitely about to fill my pants. So before a gig, if I hear comedians say that they're shitting themselves, I'm like, you're a wannabe, that's what you are. Why don't you give me a call when you're in the nappy aisle considering your options, yeah? Speak to the professional.